This is Dave over at Griftopia's Vinyl Lounge. I am attempting my first VC Vinyl Finds video. I just did a video for Chris at Tunes of the Man Cave, the Jazz Vinyl Tag. And I told myself if I got 100 views, I'd do another video, see how it goes, keep doing some videos, see if the view content and the subscriber content goes up. So if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, like, and comment below. I'm gonna just show some jazz and rock vinyl finds that I found over the last week or two. Nothing too much. I wish I started this a long time ago because there's a lot of stuff in my collection I wanted to show, but I'll probably show that in different kind of forms of videos that aren't just vinyl finds. And if I do kind of videos on certain bands or certain genres later on, but this one's just gonna be a plain old easy, no frills vinyl finds. So I'll start off with some cheap stuff that I found at Savers, which is kind of like a Goodwill if you guys don't know what it is. I found a 99-cent copy of Nancy and Lee. It is on the Reprise two-tone label. It's like a VG Plus. The cover you can see has a teeny bit of ring wear, but for 99 cents, I'm psyched to get it into my collection. I found a $3 copy of the Monkees. I think it is over at the In Groove. Mike at the In Groove says that you can't find a clean copy of the Monkees. Well, I found a $3 copy. I know it's got M. Fuller in that blue tape up top, but it plays amazing. It's a mono copy of the Monkees' first album. It's on the original label, and it plays amazing for $3. So I was psyched. I am a Dixie Dregs fan. I don't know if any of you guys know who the Dixie Dregs are. It's like a kind of a jazz fusion, southern rock band. Steve Morse is the guitarist and kind of leader of the band, and it's got a fiddle in it for most of the albums. So it's jazz fusion, but it also has a fiddle, so it kind of gives like a kind of a southerny Charlie Daniels kind of vibe to it. This is their album Free Fall. It's got refried funky chicken on it. I've only played it a couple times. Honestly, it's good, but it's not as good as there's an album. It's like an all red cover and it's called What Is, and it's a really good jazz fusion album. If you find that in a while for like $3 to $5, pick it up because it's good jazz fusion. I just am trying to fill out the Dixie Dregs collection and saw this for $3 sealed. And obviously I took the shrink wrap off, but I found it sealed and it's in amazing condition. And it's on the Polydor label. And psyched to find that for $3. Some cheap heat. This one was $5. And I need to say that disclaimer here that you might get pissed, some of you guys, if whoever's watching this, but I've never really been a Steely Dan fan. I have listened to the Asia album. I have Asia because everyone told me to get it, so I got Asia. And it's good. I know about their work. I've seen the documentaries. I've seen the VC videos. I know about all the albums. I've seen the albums. So I decided to give them one more try because it sounds like elevator music to me. But I got Steely Dan's Greatest Hits for $5. Original copy. Albums are in really good condition on the MCA label. Lacquer cut by Kevin Gray. Mastering by Bob Ludwig. Sounds amazing. I got into it the other night, just jamming out to it and listening. I listened to the whole 2-album set. And these are the greatest hits. Kid Charlemagne, and, it's got Josie on it, Peg. It's got, obviously, Do It Again, Pretzel Logic. I mean, it's got all the hits on it. So I actually got into it. So that was my goal. I paid $5 for the greatest hits, and I got into it, and we'll see if I start picking up some more Steely Dan albums. Maybe it just has to grow on you, because a few years ago it sounded like really produced, amazing musicianship, elevator music. And I know that I'll probably get some comments about that. I needed a really good copy of Atom Heart Mother by Pink Floyd. This is an original on Harvest, Winchester Press. Pulled it off the wall at my local record shop. Really good condition. Plays great. I got one about a year ago. and it looked good. I came home, I played it, and it had a huge, minor scratch on side 2, and it just ruined the whole side 2 of the album. So Kitty, stop it. Scratching my couch. I'm trying to fill out my Pink Floyd collection. I just try to find them in the wild and trying to find some nice, good, original, clean Pink Floyd and paying the right price for it. Sometimes takes a little while. I've got some of the remasters. I've got some of the 2016 remasters with some of my favorite ones. Like I Wish You Were Here is my favorite Pink Floyd album. I have the remaster, the 2016 one. I've got Dark Side of the Moon. I've got Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here. Oh, and Pink Floyd The Wall. I picked up an original Metal already. That's one of my favorites as well, but I needed Atom Heart Mother. And then I also found on the wall is Obscured by Clouds. I love this album. This is top 5 for me. I mean, of those albums I just mentioned, and then I think this one would come right after it. I really love this soundtrack to this film called The Valley, which I don't think did very well. But this album's great, and this one is just immaculate. I mean, there's a little water damage on the cover, but the album's immaculate. I got it for a really good price. So filling out the Pink Floyd original vinyl collection. This one I needed. It's probably no stranger to people, but I found a really nice clean copy. I've passed on it like 3 or 4 times because I haven't liked the condition of the vinyl for the price. Finally found it. I mean, it's a reissue, but how often do you see the actual originals with a different cover? But this is a 1975 reissue on Island. But for all intents and purposes, these are the ones you usually find. I looked on Discogs at those original Catch a Fires, and you don't see those too often. So this one's really good condition, really great album. I'm trying to fill out some of my Bob Marley. I have the live album with Shot the Sheriff on it. I've got an original promo of Uprising. And I've seen him in the wild. There's always something sometimes I pass on. So now I'm not passing on him. I'm going to grab up all my Bob Marley. I needed this album. Who's Next? I just looked at, the University of Vinyl. I'm sure a lot of you guys know his channel. I was just watching that episode where he talked about the pressings of Who's Next. There's a teeny bit of ringware on this cover, but I found a really nice, clean US Decca label for a good price. Sounds great. I got a good price on it. I had a really crappy one for $10 on that black MCA label that didn't sound very good. So I traded that one in and finally found a better copy and just decided to spend the money on it. This is kind of fucked up. I became a Supertramp fan. So I bought What a Crisis and In the Quietest Moments, both pretty cheap. This cover is not that great, but the albums are in really good condition. This is a UK press of Crisis, What Crisis. I've heard Breakfast in America and hated it. It was overly produced and poppy and all the hits, and I couldn't stand it. And I thought that that was all Supertramp was, and I never got into them. And then I picked this up In the Quietest Moments at my local record store, and just because I had a little extra credit and I saw it there and I decided to try it. And this is a great album. I've only listened to Crisis, What Crisis once, but this album, there is Give a Little Bit, Loverboy, In the Quietest Moments, Fool's Overture. Like every song on this album is great. And I never knew that I liked Supertramp. So, something new. On to a little bit of jazz now. Saving the jazz till the end. I found an original copy of this Gerald Wilson Big Band Moment of Truth. This is going to be a Tone Poet pretty soon. I don't know exactly when because the Tone Poet scheduling is a little weird with the possible release of Blue Train coming out. But this is going to be a Tone Poet. I found the original. It's on Pacific Jazz, the Pacific Jazz label. It's in pretty good condition. The cover's in amazing condition. The record's like VG+. I like the music because I've never heard of it before, to be honest. I don't think many have who are looking at the Tone Poet series. I mean, unless you're so deep into jazz, but I just have never heard of this one very much. Good. I think that the Tone Poet's probably going to beat it on pressing. I don't think the pressing is amazing on Pacific Jazz, and I think that's one of the reasons that they like the music, and that's why Joe Harley picked it as a Tone Poet to really clean it up and make it sound its best, because I don't think it really sounds its best on Pacific Jazz on that original. Found this, I was super psyched. I was so psyched I didn't even check what pressing it was. I just found it for $30 and grabbed it. This is Lee Morgan Indeed, Blue Note 1538. Don't freak out. It's not an original. It is on the Blue Note label. Really nice cover, nice and shiny. I got it home. I looked at it. It's a 2006 press. When I started looking at 2006 presses, I think it's a Scorpio copy, but it plays good. It doesn't play as good as a Tone Poet or maybe a Blue and Black label 70s press, but it plays good. And I'm pretty sure it's a Scorpio pressing, but this is a great album. I mean, you have Horace Silver on piano, Wilbur Ware on bass, Philly Joe Joe on drums, Clarence Sharp on alto sax. Really great, early hard bop stuff. Ruckus, the first tune on the album, is really good. Register of Chester is really good, the second song. I've given it a couple listens. I really got to dig deeper into it, but it's Lee Morgan. It's a classic Blue Note, and I was psyched to get it. I might have overpaid for a Scorpio pressing, though. I was psyched to find. The cover's not amazing, but it's an original Riverside press. I only got it for 20 bucks. It is Art Blakey, Kyoto. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers on Riverside. It's got that classic lineup. It's got Freddie Hubbard on trumpet, Wayne Shorter on tenor sax, Curtis Fuller on trombone, Cedar Walton on piano, Reggie Workman on bass, and Art Blakey on drums. Side 2 of this is fantastic. We got Nihon Bash, which is it's a Sadhu Watanabe song. Whoever that is, I'm not sure who that is. And also Kyoto, which is a Freddie Hubbard tune, jazz standard. And I was just psyched to find it. It sounds amazing. The cover's not that great. I might upgrade later on, but it does sound great. And for 20 bucks, you can't beat it. Found this. I'm not too familiar, but it's some of Joe Henderson's later work. Not Blue Note, but it's got Chick Corea, Ron Carter, and Billy Higgins on it. Mirror Mirror. Got it for 5 bucks. The cover is like all water damaged, but the album is in pretty good condition. For 5 bucks, I just thought I'd kind of try it out on the PA USA label. I've never really had much from that label, but I've heard about this album actually. I don't know if it was in the VC or maybe my brother had talked about it, but Joe Henderson, Mirror Mirror, and I'm gonna just dive deeper into it for 5 bucks. 5 bucks. I thought might as well pick it up and see if I want to get a better copy later. I got this original black and silver Prestige Fireworks label Red Garland Montega. I was pretty psyched for, I think, 30 bucks. It plays amazing. The cover is taped all around the edges, if you see, all with masking tape. But it does have a really nice shine on the cover and the back cover. I love Red Garland Trio. I actually have the John Coltrane Red Garland Trio album coming in the mail from Analog Productions. Should be here in either probably Wednesday, tomorrow, when I'm making this video. I really appreciated the previous owner of this album, who actually put the masking tape perfectly all around the edges, so it doesn't make me too crazy with my OCD. It actually looks pretty nice. If you guys don't know this album, Prestige 7139, it's got Ray Barretto on conga. It's been shown in the VC a little bit, I think, here lately. I can't remember who did the video. It's a great jazz piano album. Ray Barretto adds the congas, which gives it like a little Latin feel. Happy to find an original. This is the blue cover, which is actually less desirable and less money on Discogs, but I actually like the blue cover instead of the tan cover. Hello, Papa. Yeah, are you sniffing around? Yeah, you are? My little corgi that my daughter wanted. COVID dog is underneath me here. This was the find of the last 2 weeks. I found a black jazz album at Savers for 99 cents. Doug Carn, Infant Eyes. He plays with his wife on this album, Gene Carn. I wasn't really familiar. I was familiar with black jazz, but not Doug Carn, really. I know Gene Russell, and Gene Russell actually produced this album. But the second side is pretty cool, actually. I really love the second side because it has Passion Dance from Wayne Shorter, acknowledgement from the John Coltrane, obviously, on the Love Supreme album, which they sing it. Gene Carn, his wife, does vocals throughout a Love Supreme or acknowledgement, where they're all singing a Love Supreme, and then they just put vocals to it, which is kind of interesting. And then Peace by Horace Silver, they do a cover of on side B. I got this for 99 cents. Even in the condition it's in with the cover is not that great, but the album actually is like VG Plus. On the this is actually the quadraphonic press on like the reddish Black Jazz label. It's probably worth about 40-50 bucks. I got it at Savers for 99 cents. So I was pretty psyched to get this album for 99 cents. An original Black Jazz, my first. I haven't even gotten any of the reissues. I just, you know, have had other things to get, but this is a nice find, 99 cents. So that's my first vinyl finds. Some pretty good ones. I've had better hauls, but that's a pretty good one right there. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time as all my records fall. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below about this video. See you around.